So casually keep diving into concrete. So bittersweet. Keep losing sleep while driving in the backseat. What's left of me? Drowning in what feels just like an ocean. Negativity is getting closer. How to keep the heat when it gets colder, you know.
Good morning, you lovely people. Welcome to a new vlog. This one is a very special one because we are in Paris. This is my view and I simply cannot be happier, even though we are with the kid. It feels totally different to be on a holiday with a kid. When I say holiday, it's such an exaggeration. It's literally a relocation and attempt of making the day somehow work. This is the place where we stay. We have a little couch. And then here is Leia. We moved the couch table to the side. Then there is this little fireplace area with the bookshelves. I wanted to look through these books so much yesterday, but I'm scared that this little creature will be interested as well. I don't want to destroy anything. This is the reality that I was talking about. Open suitcase in the middle of the room, toys scattered all over. And then we also completely reconstructed the bedroom to be baby safe because of the little space, because we are staying in the very inner city. They have everything arranged very practical. You can clap down this one and then you have a proper bed. We also have a full-on closet. I did not even manage to pick out anything, literally. Full-length mirror that comes in handy, which we did not have in a lot of other hotels as well. Then we have a kitchen that was very important for us as well. Obviously we need to sometimes cook when we are with Leia. Very sweet corner here which looks completely messed up at the moment, just for breakfast in case you decide to stay in. That's the flat. Only downside of the flat is that it's not very big. It's like around 50 square meters, which would be totally fine if you are like 2 people or even 3 grown-ups without a kid. We're managing it. I think it's doable, but we noticed that if you would have to stay a lot indoors, because for example today it's raining, she would quickly start getting bored. Nothing feels more Parisian than this view. And yeah, it just makes me so happy to wake up here.
Let me say this one time, that one time. You make me feel alright, so nice. I know you wanna do more, say less. You can stay the night, you don't gotta go. We could take this slowly. No need to be lonely. Let me take you on this ride. No need to be shy, girl. Yeah, we in the end, it's an option. But wouldn't it be sad if we left this? We got chemistry, the way you look I see. Cause in the end that would be okay. We in the end, it's an option. But wouldn't it be sad if we left this? We got chemistry, the way you look I see. Cause in the end that would be okay. It's in the end. It's in the end. Yeah, we taking off. I don't be flying. I got the...
Hello. I hope the mic is recording. We are out and it's raining. It's almost evening hours, early evening, because that's how it is to be out with a kid. We have to eat at 5 p.m, latest 6, to put her down to sleep later on. You can see the situation. The weather has not been on our side today, but we still try to make the best out of it. There are not baby chairs in every restaurant in Paris. We were in one of the shops right now, in one of the Indian restaurants. Yeah, well, they did not have any place to sit Leia, so right now we called another one because it's raining and we did not want to go in the complete other direction in Wayne. You guys, it's another day. Today we have sun, so I did not pack my sunglasses in vain. That's a good thing. Leia is currently sleeping and my mom is carrying a stroller. We all are around the Eiffel Tower area. Can you see the beauty? And the rings have not been removed from the Olympic time because apparently there's Paralympics still going on, as Folgo just told me. A lot of people, Paris is full, jam-packed again. I heard that during Olympics, streets felt pretty empty, at least a few videos that I've seen. People were saying that it was unusual how empty it was. Probably everyone was expecting it to be very full and left the town. We are trying to make best out of this 2 hours because rest of the day we are totally wrapped around the finger of Leia, and this is the way it is. No complaining, just accepting the fact. In the morning we were in a very nice cafe to eat a brunch, and yeah, that was an odyssey as well, let me tell you. I think it's too lot for a little kid like this to eat 3 times a day in a restaurant. She screams out of excitement seeing all this different food, different people, points in 10 different directions, wants all the fruits and all the food, but at the same time spits everything out. And you feel a little bit uncomfortable, especially on a Sunday morning where you think like people are paying money for a quiet morning in a cafe, and then you're making everyone's day a little bit chaotic and anxious from the morning on. But yeah, that's life with the kids, so I hope everyone is fine with it. Also, this trip was very good to realize once again that we would have been totally lost and quarreling all day long if not my mom. She is such a big help. I don't know what we would do without her. I'm repeating it for the 100th time, and that was something that we talked about as well last night when Leia went to bed. I look around and I see so many other moms, parents, and kids, and they sit, I don't know, these kids sit quiet in their strollers or in the cafes and restaurants, similar age as Leia, and they are pretty chilled. So I think our kid is a little bit special in that way, but yeah. We often say that she has a Georgian temperament. We're gonna walk a little bit more and probably eat some food. And I'm gonna tune in later on.
there's something new. 아무리 즐기려 해봐도 Oh darling, always won't get your money.
Leia is awake.
내게 말아 같은 말이 Says to myself politely Open your heart to see it Show that you got it this playground
Walk. We are just taking a very long walk home. As you can see, Leia is just back there, all the time squirming out of excitement. It is Sunday, so everything was closed today, so it was a very good idea to go around the Eiffel Tower area. So we ticked it off our basket, so the next days we can still circle around the center where all the other shops are. I would have loved to stay out, but Leia needs to be fed and brought to bed, so our evenings are very, very short. She's pretty challenging right now to manage already, so that's our usual situation. The bags are being carried on the stroller, whilst the baby is either hand carried or in the carrier. Noeniko, როგორი კმაყოფილი ხარ შენი ახალი სათვალეებით?
კარგია, კარგი, გადასარევი.
Today is our last full day in Paris. Leia woke up on a very bad mood, so we are trying our best to accommodate her. What you missed on is yesterday, where I actually did not vlog at all. I just had a terrible headache. Days are pleasant, but also at the same time very exhausting here. So I just tried to concentrate on the task that was to transport us, but also the stroller and Leia, to entertain her. We went to see the Arc de Triomphe yesterday, which luckily is accessible for tourists because a lot of the sightseeing areas are still not accessible. We also walked down the street of Saint-Honoré, to see the Faubourg flagship store. I actually even went inside to register myself for an appointment. I was not getting a confirmation email, so I went there to ask them for help at the help desk. They registered me saying that they cannot guarantee that I get an appointment. We did not have luck this time either, but whilst walking back from the Arc de Triomphe to home on across Champs-Élysées, we just took random streets because we were searching for a coffee place, and we came across another MS store. I don't know which one is that. I went in there as well, but unlucky for us, they told us that they don't do on-site appointments for any of the stores at the moment. And next to it was another Goyard store that is not the flagship Goyard store, where there were like more than 20 people waiting. So I went inside and yeah, I just scored my first tote. To be frank, I don't know exactly the name of it. I forgot now. Anjou, I think that's what it's called. I'm already very proudly wearing it. It carries so much. It's slightly heavier, obviously, because of the leather lining and all the things that you end up chucking in when you have bigger bag. But it's also very, very convenient, especially when you're out with a kid. I wanted also to try out this Café Kitsune, at least for a coffee. So here we come. The next pit stop at the fountain. Short update on the Café Kitsune. I'll probably state a very unpopular opinion right now, but I think there is such a huge fuss around this Café Kitsune that you expect something extraordinary. The coffee was good. The cake that we tried was sort of okay, but it was everything but worth the hype that is around it. Maybe it's the location, because we are behind the Palais de Royal, probably pronounce it wrong, and then you have this view with all the chairs, so probably that's what makes it so special for a lot of people. You guys, editing the vlog, I just realized that the last bits of the footage that I filmed on the departure day were not really usable. It is because Falco got a bad backache, so he could not really move a lot. And in the morning, my mom and I decided to go for a breakfast alone. I'm gonna insert a few pictures here for you to see what we got. It was a beautiful place, very lovely meal. One thing that I have not mentioned in this video is that my mom broke an elbow before she arrived to Germany. So honestly, I don't know, this woman is like a superwoman. I don't even know how she was managing as much as she was managing, but saying that she was not able to lift Leia in her arm on long time because she was holding her only on one side. So as we were alone out that morning, Leia being Leia and on a bad mood, complained quite a bit. So I needed to tend her. Thankfully, we were already packed, so as soon as we got back, Falco took some painkillers and he could at least roll his luggage. Otherwise, it would have been a real struggle. To sum it up, the way back was also full of adventures. Leia got sick and ended up throwing on me, and it smelled so bad that I almost threw up myself. So I had to quickly change in the bathroom as soon as we arrived. I did not have a spare cloth for myself, and it was first time that she ever threw ever since being a newborn. And then again, none of the elevators were working, so we got quite a bit of help from the locals to carry the stroller and all the luggages on the stairs. We were so exhausted, but somehow still like electrified with all the energy that you need to keep pushing and get back home. We got back home so late that Leia was already asleep in the carrier, and we just transferred her to bed. My mom was thankfully one day more here in Hamburg, so she could get a tiny bit of rest herself, but also could help me to sort out things, to pick out the luggage, to do the laundry, etc. And then she left. I just wanted to wrap up this vlog by saying a few things. First, I don't regret doing it. It was one of a kind of adventure for me. I wanted to go to Paris together with my daughter and with my mom, with 3 generations being together, and we made it possible. Good or bad, we were all 3 there, and we definitely had a lot of good moments. We had fun, and this video is proof of having those good moments as well. Second, it was good to see as well where our capacities lie, and where is sort of the limit for us. You know, as soon as you become parent, you're being told not to ever compare your child to anyone else. That's definitely true. It also depends on the personality, but I think it's inevitable at some point to sometimes look around and wish for a more chilled and relaxed kid that would accept the changes in the surrounding and everything else well. But that being said, she obviously has her own strong sides as well, and I definitely see that in comparison to the other kids as well. It was good to see that we will be needing a help in the coming years if we want to go anywhere with her. Thirdly, it was also a success in a way because I got my hand on the Goyard tote that I would not be able to get in Hamburg, or I don't think in any city in Germany. And if you know me, I'm very particular about things. I have like this inner voice that tells me that I want something and I'm gonna stick to it no matter how long it takes for me to wait for it. Hermes appointment did not work out. I did not manage to score another Hermes bag that I wanted, but I have one on the wish list here at my local SA. Let's see when that one comes true. All in all, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. And the core message, don't be fooled by what you see on your screen when watching YouTube. It is often a lot more challenging than it seems like, but also at the same time, these recordings are a reminder that despite the hurdles, there is good in everything if you are willing to take a step and see it. Love you guys. I would be glad to hear your thoughts if you are parents, how your trips are with the young children, or what you thought about this vlog, what you would want to see more. And I'm gonna see you on my next one.